How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Team Fortress 2, and in today's episode we're playing as Medic. And first I had to invite Boss to the party, to the crazy party. Party of the fucking century. And yeah, this is a beginning of a new recording session, that's why I had to invite him first. I kinda pretty much every time we sat down I played as every of the three classes. Like first I tackled the first three, then the other three, and then the last three, right? I'll let you in on a little secret. In the Doberman episode, it actually was longer because the first game we joined only had one more player in it. So we kept killing him over and over, and we both were playing as Demoman. Then it was just kinda really lame. And I was like not at all fucking into it, so we left and fucking joined a new game. That's where the episode begins. But in reality there was one more game we played. I don't know if it changes the way you fucking view this Let's Play. So I view it as a very laggy, but what can I do? I can't really do much about it. I could lower the settings, but then the game looks ugly and I don't fucking like playing ugly games either. Yeah, so in this episode we're playing as Medic, so it doesn't matter if I kill as many people or not. In this episode it matters that I heal a lot of people. Also, last episode I was reading a fanfic and I didn't finish the chapter, so I'm going to finish it right now. Blah 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 blah. Engineer was cut off as the mess called, double doors were unceremoniously kicked open, sniper stalked in, cane shoved in his pocket and cat lowered over the side. He didn't say a word to either scout or engineer as he walked towards the coffee pot. Uh-oh, Scout muttered under his breath. Engineer shot him a scalding look as the boy took and shoved cookies into his mouth. The Texan spun in his chair to watch the sniper who was making coffee with as much clattering noises as possible. I take it y'all just got off the phone with your pa? Sniper slammed the poor coffee pot down with excessive force.
60 seconds.
Yes. It didn't go well. Sniper understood it was a statement, not a question. Nope. Damn it, Down Under. Engineer slammed a gloved hand down the table, exasperated. Why are you still talking to that man? All he ever does is drive you crazy, and then we're the ones that gotta put up with your skulking. I don't skulk, Sniper mumbled, keeping his gaze averted nevertheless. Y'all are gonna have a miserable Christmas if you go home. Seems all you do with your pa is argue. It's not like looking forward to going home, Tex. Sniper snapped. He turned around, arms folded across his chest. But I gotta. Why? Because like him or not, that man is my father, his family. You don't just give up on the family. Scout nodded in agreement when the engineer sat back and ground. Texan braid both hands and defeat fire. It's your decision, but if you have a miserable time, I do not want you to come back here all county and unsociable. Got it? Yes, money, mummy. Sniper muttered. He took a seat as well, and Scout passed him the last cookie out of it. It's fine. Do not get skulking with me. I don't skulk. Oh please, you're one of the moodiest men I have ever met. Spy fidgeted from his place on the operating table to begin. He's been here only a few times, and each time he faced the same fight against his rising panic and sickness. Now the sickness has increased tenfold. There was a hot lump stuck in his throat, pushed up there his crushing stomach. Medic is going to find out. Medic is going to know. Nobody should know. Nobody has to know. Now the little voice in his head was quick to correct. No,
the final control point is being contested.
No, it was alright. He trusted Medic all this time. The German was a good man. If you could trust the smelly bushman with a secret, you could certainly trust the doctor. Medic came to stand next to him, small ball and tweezers in hand, jacket off. Heart pounding loudly in his ears, mouth dry, Spite obeyed. There was a faint hint of tremors in his hand as he slowly undid each button, slipped his jacket off, and then the same for his undershirt. Spy started stubbornly out of the window as Medic took his left arm into his hand. It took every ounce of self-respect for him not to jerk out of the German's grasp and run away screaming. Medic's focus was wholly on a small cut Spide had made. And after a moment of careful probing, he found the offering little piece of wood. And there they are! He pulled it out a grin, admiring the blood-soaked splinter. Quite a little trick, learned you. He was just about to release Spy when he glanced down and stiffered. Spy had resigned himself to the fact that Medic knew about his past as well. He just hoped... What fucking past? Like, what? He wasn't actually a fucking Holocaust survivor? He just hoped he wouldn't ask any questions. He was certain he could trust Medic too. Medic started counting the numbers out loud. The young doctor read the numbers out loud slowly. Step forward 6 weeks and somehow still alive. The look of my Medigun increased. Unremarkable. Very nice. Medic's grip on his arm was like iron. It was a physical examination, that be assured, nothing serious, but knew the outspoken truth. However, didn't pass, he was going to die. No, Spine screamed no, this was impossible, this wasn't right. At the point he would have happily preferred death. No, no, no. The young doctor gave him a faint, reassuring smile as he beckoned him over. He shoved his slipping glasses up his nose and seemed to introduce himself to the terrified and borderline suicidal young patient. It was Medic. He honestly didn't know what to make of young doctor. He'd been Medic all along. Horrified, refusing to accept his final closed and faced the German. Medic countenance was deathly pale, his eye wide in shock and terror. You choked as he released Spy's arm, backing away. You were not supposed to go looking for more trouble, curved it out. Hearing his surname, the surname he hadn't heard in years, was too much to bear. Spy fell on the ground and crumbled. He grasped his jacket and booted off the door. So is that actually part of the story? Because that's the end of the chapter, and by the way, we're at chapter 4 now. I'll take a walk. Maybe I'll read it more in this episode. So I guess Spy was a fucking Holocaust survivor or some shit. I feel like I did pretty well as a medic. There were a lot of encounters. The opposite team, I admit, was like way fucking...
Mission begins in
was just obliterating us most of the time, but at least I was helping a lot of people, and that's what the whole point of playing as a medic is. Ain't that right? Only 2 people were in the game. You like my spray? I don't like it. Looks pretty lame.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Shoppy GG, I'm healing a bot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't realize you get the bot at the beginning, and then, come on, I had a full fucking... I had a full Uber and then I got a fucking grenade to the face. Not very good if you ask me. Well, not a pretty cool looking medic.
Thank you, Herr Doctor.
My medic's kinda cool looking, but I wasn't really sure what the fuck I was going for with this medic. I was kinda just going for like a cool look, and I just put a bunch of stuff together. Oh, that ended up pretty cool looking actually. Got no one better to kill really. Oh Jesus. Another bot. What's with these bots? I was watching Cars yesterday. You know why? My sister's really obsessed because she found my old Cars toys. She plays with them all the time and she laughs at them uncontrollably because I guess they're just the concept of a car with a face on is really funny. So I was like, no, maybe she would like to watch the movie with me. She didn't. She just likes the toys, not the fucking movie. And I can never get her to watch any movie with me. One time I got to watch a Godzilla movie with me. Because she found them. Because I convinced her that the monsters were real. And that they only live in Japan, thankfully, so we're never gonna get attacked by Godzilla. So that's reassuring, right? I did gas one person one time with that fucking medigun. I really like the medigun. It gives you free health every time you hit someone. Pretty cool. Not good, not a good moment to lag. I think I'm already dead. And I remember watching Cars a fucking lot.
Try not. I'd be ready to go going on.
How did I end up here? I don't know, but I got shot in the face. I think through a wall.
Is there a medic bot as well, or?
I'm not a bot, I was just lagging.
I don't know.
Oh, fucking heavy on the enemy to use a bot.
Everyone's a fucking bot, secretly. It's like Yakuza 2, everyone's a secret Korean gangster. This game everyone's a bot, secretly.
I like how they're telling us to kick their bots, but they're not kicking their bots.
Yeah. Who wants to kick their bots? You know what, I would like if all these sniper bots that just score
Hey, medic,
so
do you want to
many
build a boot
fucking...
fast? I'll just use the boss faster.
I don't know what he told me. He told me how to build a Uber faster, but I wasn't listening. I think you just kill a lot of people all the time. Like the first time you Uber someone, it just like Ubers them faster. I almost saved him. I almost saved him. I almost had him.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Yeah, and I remember watching that movie a fucking lot as a kid. And I always liked it. So we watched it yesterday. I thought it was pretty cool. Especially since like a while ago I watched Cars 3 because I never seen it before. I really like Cars 3. Cars 2 on the other hand, I did watch Cars 2. Yeah, I accidentally stopped Ubering the guy. Like, fucked it up really bad. I didn't mean to. Fucking happened by accident. It's an unfortunate accident. Yeah, and I still liked it. It just wasn't as remarkable as I fucking remembered it. Not to mention the whole concept of just like a world inhabited by just thinking cars raises a lot of questions.
Bro, they're fucking...
Back in the day I just didn't question it. All I questioned was like how they exactly work. How do they live?
When they use their fucking bot to win, it's fucking broken.
How the fuck in Cars universe do cars get born? Where did they come from? Who built all these buildings? Like construction equipment that was sentient? But then who the fuck brought it here? How did cars history played out? Cause like, what about before cars were invented? Who inhabited the earth? Nobody? The fucking Flintstones cars that made it out of fucking stone? But even Flintstones cars had humans to fucking push them around. So I really didn't fucking never understood cars, and all it just pissed me off and made me question everything. Cars 2, in my opinion, should have been a spin-off because on Disney's channel or whatever the fuck, they had this like series of shorts called Mater's Tales, where it was basically Mater coming up with a bunch of fucked up stupid stories that were supposedly all true and he didn't make them up. And then Cars 2 was all about how Mater became a secret agent and had a fucking British secret agent girlfriend. And yeah, it was like a fucking fantasy to him. And Lightning McQueen wasn't even that much in the movie anyway. He had some kind of rivalry with like an F1 formula, but like who the fuck cares? And yeah, and that's it. And I was just always wondering, why the fuck couldn't they make it like a 15-minute long TV special as like a Mater's Tales special episode? Instead it's like a full-fledged fucking movie and it sucks.
Competition begins.
Cars 3 is pretty cool though. I like Cars 3. It's like a passing of the torch movie. I did not expect it to be. I thought it was just gonna be like the girl character that they introduced was just gonna be like just simply going to be like a... I love Medic's animation of a high five. I thought it was just gonna be like she's gonna become a racer herself. I didn't expect it that she would become a successor to Lightning McQueen.
60 seconds.
And I like they would have a friendly rivalry in the next movie or something. If there is a next movie, which I bet there will be, it's not like they ever fucking made some kind of tear-jerker of a fucking ending like Toy Story 3, and then they made a fourth one anyway. Which I like the fourth one. I even seen it on TV on this Easter. But it's still good. I feel like it could be.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
I don't know. It's a little bit unnecessary maybe, but still nice. But nonetheless. Yeah. So Lightning McQueen, everyone's favorite. He's young and up and coming racer. He's done pretty good so far.
10 seconds.
He's full of himself. And one thing is like he doesn't even have a fucking crew.
1.
Like I think he has a crew, but he like such a dick to him and he like never uses their help because he's just like, I'm fine, I can do it on my own. He's being a dick. He's pretty cocky and full of himself that he can do anything all by himself. Yeah, almost did it.
You are going to need much bigger guns.
Alright, so he's fucking, and during one of the races his tire blows up because he refuses to change tires. Because he's so sure that he can win without that. And he's just being a dick. He wins barely. Actually, he ties both with the king and with Chick. Chick's kind of like the main villain of this movie, though he's not really a villain, he's just another racer. He just happens to be a dick all the time. So it's not like he's a fucking... like he actively goes out of his way to sabotage McQueen or anything. He just fucking... he just competes in the race and he's just being a dick. Doesn't mean he's fucking being evil and the bad guy. He's not really a bad guy in this movie. It's kind of like McQueen is a bad guy to himself. He's not fucking dealing with his crew properly. Just being a dick to them. Yeah, and when we're going to California where the final race is supposed to take place, he also kind of overworks Mac, his truck, makes him travel around. Also, his crew leans on him, like the crew of the fucking little forklift, start changing his tires. I always thought in Cars universe, forklifts should be like the superior species. They can fucking arm, and they can pick stuff up. They can't fucking hold it, but they can fucking pick it up at least. They can do stuff. They should rule the world. I don't know why the fuck other cars. That's another thing in Cars universe. Like, so McQueen was born a race car, I guess. I don't know how he was born. Oh shit, that's a stalemate. But I guess he was born a race car. But that means that on his birth, he just was. Fuck! I killed him. Fire. He was just destined to be a race car. There wasn't any other choice for him. It was either be a race car or be a fucking... be a nothing. Be a fucking... I don't know what. Like, can you just become a race car? Was he born as a fucking normal car and then he became a race car? Like, he modded himself to be a race car or some shit? Speaking of modded, while they're going to California and the truck like falls asleep on the road, because they got any fucking... they got no fucking brakes because McQueen's doing a fucking sweetback. My favorite scene in the whole movie is happening. And it's the scene when the like 4 pimped out cars show up to harass the truck to make fun, like just for shits and giggles. I guess they were the main villains because they were the ones that caused McQueen to fall out of his truck and lose Mac and end up in Radiator Springs, right?
I am fully charged!
And they're my favorite fucking characters. Just because of being dicks. And I always like characters that are just dicks for no reason. Just because they're like dicking around and piss people off. So they're dicking around. McQueen falls out of the fucking truck. He loses himself in Radiator Springs, which he, in my opinion, overly fucking reacts really poorly to that. He starts wrecking the whole fucking town. He just freaks the fuck out. No, wait, he freaks out because the policemen start chasing him. And the policeman, you know, malfunctions and starts kind of like acting as if he's shooting. Does that mean police cars actually have like guns installed on them, then they can shoot? if you're running away. Makes me question again how the fuck a war is being played out in Cars universe. Just a bunch of cars with guns attached to them or something? Because there has to be more than Cars universe, because there's the whole fucking character of Sergeant in Radiator Springs, who's like an ex-fucking soldier. That implies he was in the army, right? So it's implied that he's probably in a relationship with the fucking hippie band. Because there's a moment where he said like, not in front of everyone. So I guess... yeah, I never picked up on that as a kid. See, one thing that pisses me off is medic. I often try to heal someone, but it was like a group of people next to each other. I have a hard time healing the person that actually needs help. We were pretty much this whole episode stuck here. We couldn't even move out of our spawn. Instead, enemies would happen to walk into our spawn a lot. Almost destroy us.
I am on fire!
Which was very nice. And I'm out of my fucking watermelon flavored tiger. It's hot outside, I'm drinking a watermelon flavored drink. It's summer, yeah, I'm all out. Yeah, so he wrecks the fucking street with a statue. Which I like how they don't have to explain how they got the statue back in there, because it just happens to fall right back into where it came from. Yeah, and then he has to work for them to fix the fucking street, and then they're gonna release him because he's in like custody. So she freaks out, and he also says that they kidnapped him and they forced him to fucking work for them. Which, I don't know, at this point in the movie, McQueen is still such a fucking dick. But he's not like a dick like the other cars where he's like purposely fucking maliciously just fucking destroy the street because fuck the street, right? It's not his street, so he can destroy it. No, he's just being a dick because he sucks. So fucking Scout just guarding himself in the corner. He actually needed help. Stuff for no reason. That's a funny looking head. A pole. Looks like a minotaur. Ah, jeez. But have we got a response? Ridiculous. How do we let this happen? How are we this bad? Fucking blew the fuck up, man. Yeah, so he works for them, he fucks up the street. He does a shitty job. And then he gets pissed off that he done the job even though he sucked at it. He fucked it up. And then he gets insulted by Doug Hudson, who's the mayor of the fucking town. He's an ex-racer, right? He found out he's an ex-racer, and I was like... So, stories, I guess, are in public knowledge, you know? McQueen's a racer, so he probably should be interested in his fucking own profession. But he finds himself facing Doug Hudson. He doesn't realize who he is until he finds the trophies in his back room that he's walked into because he thought he wrecked the whole place, so he went to check in on it. Which conveniently happened to have statues placed all over, so he's like, oh my god, it's 3 of these statues that McQueen wanted to win at least one badly. The whole fucking reason he wants to get out of this town is to go back to the races and win the fucking statue. And yeah, and I was like, if McQueen was truly a fan of racing and fan of Doug Hudson, he would have fucking recognized him. And also, in that one scene where he said, like, why did you quit? He would have fucking knew that he didn't quit, but he instead crashed and then wasn't allowed to race anymore because he was an outdated car by that time. Which again, who the fuck designs new cars in the Cars universe, and who the fuck says which cars are fucking outdated? This is the real thing to say in the Cars universe. Imagine if someone told you that you're an outdated human being, and newer human beings are better. Except newer human beings that are being born, they aren't green, they don't fucking come in different fucking features. Every human is the fucking same. There's no different models. fucking sucks about Cars Universe in the first place. It's a series made just to sell toy cars. Which back in the day, you get a bunch of fucking toy cars out of cars. I got all the crew of the Toon cars. The cars that, you know, harass like Queen and the Go fucking cabin. And then make a cameo at the end where they got subsidy just like McQueen did. And they kept it all for 50. Which I as a kid was really fucking pissed off at that scene. Because I was rooting for these guys, I wanted them to get away. I was like, I want these guys to just succeed and being complete assholes. But they did it, they got fucking naked and shit. But you know what? Part of the reason why I probably love this movie so much, and this, at least the first one. Third one's good too, but I don't love it that much. I love the first one. Because on PS2 there was a Cars game that I played a lot too, which allowed you to explore that whole fucking place. So I got a very good idea where like the whole place looks like. Even though the movie doesn't show you like the surrounding areas. I knew we're like, oh, over there's like a canyon, over there's like a fucking thing. There's like a rubber ball for some reason, pushed around. That's why I was part of the game, for some fucking reason. Trying to kill the fucking soldier, but it wouldn't work. Yeah, so part of the reason why I was so attached to the fucking Cars franchise was because I played it a lot on PS2. What a really cool fucking video game. Go and kill. Okay, looks like he can handle himself. Or not. He can kill everybody. Maybe I'm not the only shitty heavy who can't fucking kill anyone. Also, this is something that happened to me a lot in this game. I would like kill someone and then I would also not. And I wouldn't notice. Because the game doesn't tell me that I'm not healing someone anymore. Because the texture for the healing beam would sometimes just disappear. And I wouldn't notice. See the fucking healing beam that's like connecting me and this guy? It would just sometimes not show up. Ah, fuck. Man, this Vlog Pyro is the worst fucking person. Oh, and also you could play as every character in the game, from the movie in that game. There is a Cars 3 game on PlayStation 4, and I heard that was also pretty good. I heard even Cars 2 on PS3 is also pretty good. So that's nice, but there's a fucking... At least the Cars video game franchise I heard, from what I know, is consistently pretty good. Trying to heal you guys are running away. Got a minigun, it's got a yellow one. Fuck this Vlog Pyro, he's the fucking worst piece of shit ever. He's so annoying. I wish I kept my ghost inhibitors. I deleted it because I thought it was a new item. And I got rid of all the free hats you can unlock. I regret that so much, I wish I still kept them. I wish I still kept them just to sometimes put them on and look really funny. Yeah, so then he fucking, you know, starts helping people around. He becomes more of a friend with Mater. With Mater, like, they have a bonding experience of harassing cows, I guess. Also in this movie, bugs are represented as cars, and cows are tractors. That makes me question, like, what other vehicles are not as sentient as the other ones? I really don't know how the fuck this demo got me dominated. He was just so lucky killing exactly me. Check it out, I was medic and I was on the first on the list. Which I remember in the other medic episode, the first one, I also happened to be the first in the leaderboard just because I killed so many people. Fuck, he made me burn and I get an acid or some shit.
60 seconds.
Yeah, and I don't remember how this played out, but he has a race with Doug Hudson. I think he reminds Doug Hudson of his racing past, and he finds this racing. But that's after he turns around and he actually properly fixes the street for everyone. He goes on a date with the fuck's her name? The Porsche girl. Her name was Lola. Sally. Her name's Sally. Her name's Sally, and I never liked her, the romance they had, because it's just kind of like McQueen romance is the only not old car in the fucking village that's like, I guess, cute. It's a Porsche. I don't know if Porsches are cute. Porsches are cars. Fucking went in and laughed at. So, but yeah, I guess by car standards, she is cute. Fucking. At first, was also just as big of a dick to her as everyone else.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
And also, I never understood the bias that Doug Hudson had against Racer, just because he was denied of being a proper racer that one time. Now he hates racing and racers, I guess, because he calls the crew, because they're all searching for McQueen because they don't know where the fuck he go. This place you end up in is so obscure.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
And yeah, and he fucking calls them back. They get him to the racing, to the racetrack. He has no crew, so he's kind of fucked. But then everyone from Radiator Springs shows up to help him, except for Sally for some reason. She stays back in Radiator Springs.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
So you know, he has fucking Luigi giving him new tires.
5,
He has
4,
Guido
3, 2,
changing his tires, that he's like really fucking good at. He had his little moment where McQueen went into a pit stop, and he changed his tires in like 2 seconds, and every other fucking forklift was left speechless. Which as a kid was always like, this is a cool moment. I like the fact that Guido got to fucking show these assholes who's the boss. I like Guido. Guido's cool. He speaks only Italian, which I guess is his funny gimmick. He doesn't speak English. Look at this guy. He chased the fucking guy who dominated me, and I really wanted this pyro to kill him. Because I was like, kill him, I need to get a revenge. And I did. But we ran a fucking circle around, and I even got someone with a fucking Uber dog. You know how the Uber saw works? Whenever you hit someone, it builds up Uber for you.
Like a man, Private Twinkle Toes.
Prinkle toes.
Mission
I killed one person,
in 60 seconds.
and I got 17 asses, so that's good.
Gesundheit!
Medic is voiced by Robin Atkin Downs, who voices Kaz. Travis Touchdown, I think he voices Talbot in Uncharted 3. Plenty of characters. Mostly I know from Kaz and Medic. Travis Touchdown, I guess, too. Talbot's not very foolproof, really. I think he kinda is. He's kinda creepy. Kind of a memorable side villain in Uncharted story. It's not that memorable, it's like the main villain, like Lazarevich. Maybe I'm just very fucking familiar with all the main villains of Uncharted because I just play Uncharted so much.
Mission begins in
Which I
10
still haven't
seconds.
done a Let's Play on, which is fucking ridiculous. I should get to it one day.
3, 2,
I promise that once we're done with Half-Life games, I'm gonna start playing through Uncharted games. And I would like to keep that promise. Gotta push me away, a bunch of dicks. I'm dominating, stop fucking the fanboys. I always wanted to dominate a fanboy. I don't know what's the fucking difference between a femboy and a tomboy. I think a femboy is like a guy who acts like a girl, and a tomboy is a girl who acts like a boy. So I guess I'd rather dominate the tomboy? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could dominate anybody, really. Also, we got like fucked really quickly. Just like immediately they took over our fucking points. We didn't even do anything. The fucking demo showed up, he shot my head off.
Alert! The final control
And the
point is being
engineers.
contested.
Poor engineer, man. Didn't even to anything.
Our last control point is being
And
captured.
the point got fucking captured. Stupid ass fucking medic did that. Yeah, so now he has a reliable crew of people he likes. Doug Hudson comes back and shit. McQueen uses his fame to, you know, spread the word about Radiator Springs and bring it back to the glory that it used to fucking have, I guess. Oh, I like the moment when they're reminiscing on the past of the fucking place, and they kind of have like a little music video, like some old song. And then later in the movie, during the credits, they kind of redo that scene, except every old car that appeared is like a new car. So it's like now it's reliving the same old glory days. And everybody wants to come over because that's the place where Lightning McQueen likes to hang out in. And then everybody's like getting new tires and shit. Luigi finally got to meet a Ferrari. One thing I never liked as a kid was the ending of the movie, because McQueen gets a chance to win. Okay? Also, I never understood why the fuck is there only 3 cars racing in California? Because they're the only 3 that won. But it's because they tied the last race at the beginning of the movie? So what if someone would definitely win? Would they just, what, race all by themselves? Why is there only 3 people racing? Shouldn't there be like more? Oh, this is the worst fucking game. They were like switching me between teams. No, I almost had him. I finished him off, so... They were keep switching me between teams. You can see how fucking high my ping is. Ridiculous. And I was always on the losing end. Because later they switched me back to red and then we lose. So they switched me to the fucking blue team, who was pretty cool. They had a bunch of soldiers keep fucking giving me speed boosts. I was healing everybody, I was being nice to them. And then once we were almost winning, they switched me back to the red team and we lost. Bunch of dickheads. Oh shit. Got no one to heal, I should run. This. Turn around, dude. Fucking shot at. I'm gonna blow up. A little hell. I don't know why I'm not healing myself as fast as I probably should. There's this one minigun that looks really cool in this game. It's called, I forgot what it's called, but it's looking like very futuristic and shit. But it has a very shitty fucking function. Basically, you can pick what immunity you give. Do you give an immunity to bullets, explosions, or fire? You cannot give all 3 at once. You can just only give one. Which I always thought really sucked. Like, it's such a cool looking minigun, it looks really cool. It just sucks. I would like force myself to use it. It was just really garbage. Default one's the best.
They're all on the left side.
I like this one with a hanging robot head on it. Kinda cool looking. I think I bought it. I did play Mentor Machine a lot with my friends, but that was back when a lot of my friends played TF2. Nowadays, I'd probably never fucking convince all of them to play this fucking game with me again. To build up an entire team of people. Oh yeah, so McQueen stopped.
Why the fuck you had it? It's a fucking bot.
Oh, it's a bot.
Oh, it's Stone Heal bot.
I don't know. Just building up my fucking Uber, man. That's all I want. Oh, oops. Everyone's dead. There's a fucking bot sniper. New assist TF2. Man, the sounds are really pissing me off. I can see my unshaved face in the reflection of my screen. I don't want to give this many details about me, but whatever. And something I always thought about the ending of Cars is that, you know, McQueen stops in front of the finish line, lets Chick win, and then turns around and pushes King over the finish line. So McQueen ends up third. he pushes King over the finish line so he can finish the race. Because
Yeah,
it
he's just walking to our spawn now.
reminded him how King's also like an old racer. I want to say racer. Old racer is like very wise and shit. See, there was a fucking heavy in there, I thought it was safe, but no, apparently bots don't kill each other. They fucking smell each other's fucking botness and they just fucking don't kill each other, I guess. They don't kill each other. I'm the one who kills them. Serial healer, that's what I should call this episode. Yeah, so...
Fuck you, I was about to stab the sentry and the bots killed me.
What the fuck was my point? Oh yeah, as a kid I always get pissed off. Why couldn't McQueen cross the finish line and then go back? If he would have won, get the fucking trophy that he wanted to get so badly this whole movie. But I guess it just shows you that though McQueen is over, the fact that he just needs to win. You know, he has like more... It's like people he really deeply cares about now, so like... Get true friends, not just like managers. The movie is also like this thing about McQueen's sponsor, or his manager, or whatever the fuck, and he claims that he's his friend. But he doesn't even like never shows up in person in this movie, he just shows up over the phone. So it's like, McQueen truly has no fucking friends. At the beginning, at least. Then later he becomes friends with radio strings people. And shit. Proof tells that he's actually not a fucking dick like everyone thought he was. So many medics on this team. People claim nobody plays medics. We have like 5 different medics. And I'm a medic. Killing a bunch of people. Killing a medic, killing a medic, killing a sniper. Kill. Nice. Got a fucking crit on him. Fucking a lot of enemies to the side. I was trying to run away. Should have jumped that time. To the heavy, maybe I would have survived. Episode's almost over though. I was gonna talk about the Star Trek episode I was watching, but I guess that's not happening. Red kick bots. They're not gonna kick bots, they're fucking winning thanks to the bots, because they're a bunch of dickheads. See, I was never this good at rocket jumping. I can't jump forward. I only know how to jump up. And it barely ever helps me anyway. I healed this fucking demo all the way up. No thanks or anything. Nobody appreciates the work of a medic man. That's me, medic man. And I didn't even read the other chapter of the fanfic, and there's only 2 episodes left. Well, I'm definitely not finishing the fanfic, I can tell you that much. If you wanna do it, you can read it yourself. I probably will not even care to
Sentry's on the right
finish
side.
reading the fanfic. I'll just probably read up. I'll just read some more chapters next episode, maybe. Yeah, I should have listened to the guy sentry on the right side. Fucking got me killed. See, we were winning, and now I'm defending. And I'm gonna lose. Seems so shitty, man. I was fucking winning, and now I'm losing. And we lost.
Our last control point is being captured.
So I lost. Even though I fucking helped them take over all the points, they fucking transferred me to blue last fucking second. It sucked, man. Oh, thank god, my throat's hurting and it's almost over. Actually, it is over. Never mind. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.